Hi everyone guys, thank you for joining us on this Platinum list for gentle Vinyasa Yoga with me today. My name is Elena, for those of you who don't know me. And so this will be suitable for sort of any level. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, if you're intermediate, hopefully you'll be able to join in for the class. You can have your mat ready, and if you do have yoga blocks, you can have them handy. If you don't, you can replace your yoga blocks with sort of like a thick a book, and they will be good enough as a prop for you. So we're going to begin on taking a seat in the center of your mat. So come into a comfortable seated position, and this could be cross-legged, or you can bring your heels in front of each other, or you can come into a half lotus if that's comfortable for you. If you have any knee issues, another option for you is to take a seat on the back of your heels. So bringing your both in together. So find that position that's comfortable for you, wherever you feel that you can lengthen your spine and you can bring your spine nice and tall, and bring your hands on top of your knees, roll the shoulders up and down, and then gently close your eyes. So just start to observe how you feel here for a moment. Notice how you feel within your physical body. See if there's any tension anywhere. And if you find any discomfort, just try to inhale into that area. Take a deep, long breath in and exhale through your mouth. And let's do 2 more breaths like this. Deep, long breath in. Inhale in through the nose. And exhale. And 1 more. Deep, long breath in. Inhale. And exhale. So you can set your intention for the class or for the rest of the evening. On your fingertips so that your elbows and your arms are all active in this pose. Keep pushing your sitting bones into the ground. And take a couple of deep inhales and exhales here. So inhaling into your ribs, allowing your ribs to open. And as you exhale, try to lower the chest down to the floor. Maybe reaching your forehead down to the floor, maybe not, and that's okay. One more deep breath in. On your next inhale, you're going to raise your head up, stay close to the ground, and start walking your hands to your left knee. Try to square off your shoulders so you really feel that length on the right side of the body. So bringing your right shoulder down to the floor, drop your head through, and push the opposite sitting bone down. So 3 deep breaths here. And one more. On your next inhale, raise your head up, stay close to the ground, walk your hands through the center to the opposite side. Squaring your both shoulders down, drop your head through, and 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling in through the nose. See if you can apply an internal breath, maybe inhaling, exhaling through the nose only. Or if you find it too complicated, just inhale in through the nose, exhale through your mouth. And walk your hands all the way up to the right side of the hip. So you're going to bring your right hand on the outside, reach your left arm over your head. Inhale here, and as you exhale, come into a side bend on your right. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, side bend. And 2 more. And the last one. So you're going to hold it here. If you can, lower your forearm down to the floor. If not, you can just have your elbow off the floor. Just make sure the opposite sitting bone is down, and you're going to pull your bicep close to your ear. Square your shoulders, so bring them on top of each other. And either look down at your bottom hand or look up at your top hand, wherever you feel that you're getting enough opening here. 3 breaths here. 2 more. And the last one. And then inhale, come back slowly through the center, and let's go to the other side. So dropping your left hand down on the outside of the hip. Inhale, reach your right arm over, and as you exhale, come into that side bend. And 3 more. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, side bend. 2 more. And the last one. So again, if you can, you lower that forearm down, extending your right arm over your head, pull the bicep close to your ear, palm is facing down, and really try to bring your shoulders on top of each other so you open the right side of the body. 3 breaths here. So again, see if you can, inhale and exhale through the nose only. If you still find it complicated, take deep, long breath in through the nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale, coming back to the center, and exhale, release your hands. From here, you're going to walk your hands in front of you, plant your hands into the ground, and come into a tabletop position. So in a tabletop position, you want to have your hands below the shoulders. Spread your fingers open and knees below the hips, and tuck your toes. So hip bone distance, not wider than that. And we're just going to warm up the wrists a little bit. So you're just going to shift your shoulders forward and back a few times. And then make it a circular movement in the clockwise direction. Just warming up your wrists before we go into sun salutations. So we'll do 5 salutations just to warm up the body before we go into the flow and change direction to the other side. If you haven't done sun salutations, don't worry about it. I'll guide you through it. If you have, you know what's waiting for you. And coming to a neutral position now. Turn your fingers towards your knees. Little pinkies are touching. And again, move forward and back. And see if you can maybe sit all the way back onto your heels. Now, for some of you, this might be a little bit too much. So maybe walk your fingers, walk your hands closer towards your knees. That's a little bit more gentle. And don't forget to breathe in all of these movements. So you're opening up your wrists and stretching your forearms here. And see if you can sit back onto your heels and pressing your palms onto the floor. If it's too much, just walk them closer towards your knees. And then from here, you're going to open your chest, roll the shoulders back, and you're going to gently bend the elbows. And that's going to add an extra stretch into your forearms. So you're going to inhale here, and as you exhale, press the palms back onto the floor. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. And a few more. And let's just hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and shake those wrists off. So you should already feel kind of like a warming sensation around your wrist. So interlace your hands together and just give it a little bit of a shake here. Good. We're going to come back into that tabletop position. So hands under the shoulders and spread your fingers open so you create space in between your fingers. You have a good foundation. And go through cat and cow. But we're going to initiate this movement through the tailbone, from the tailbone. So you're going to raise the tailbone up first, dropping your stomach, grips chest, bending the elbows towards your knees, roll the shoulders away from your ears and look up. Your upper body stays where it is. Start with your tailbone again. So tuck your tailbone under first. Push your rib cage up and roll the tailbone in. Look towards your belly button. That's your exhale. So again, start with your tailbone first. Roll the chest down. Inhale, look up. Tuck your tailbone under. Round your spine as you exhale. Look towards your belly button. That. Inhale, roll the chest down. Shoulders move away. And exhale, round your spine. And you can even close your eyes through this movement. And just notice how you feel as you move in through the spine. And try to work on one breath and one move. So dropping your chest through, that's one inhale. And rounding your spine, that's an exhale. So every time when your body is opening up, and you're going into spinal extension, is usually inhale. And every time when your body is rounding, it's an exhale. So a few more here. And the last one. Stay in a rounded shape, so really push the back of the ribs up as far as you can, and just start shifting forward and back. So you're creating more space here in your lower back, in between your shoulder blades. Good, and come back to the center. Bring your spine back into a neutral position. You can tuck your toes under here. And on the breath, then you're going to extend your left leg out and right arm out. So see if you can find your balance here. Really keep your lower back neutral. And we're going to try to just hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, pull the elbow to your knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. And 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Last one. Elbow to knee. Push the left palm into the floor. Round your back and see if you can hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, reach your right arm out. Drop your right hand down. You're going to keep your left leg extended here and just bend the left knee. You're just going to kick the heel up towards the ceiling 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And hold it here. Extend your right arm out. See if you can grab your foot from the inside. Roll the right shoulder back. Open through the chest. And when you're ready, kick that left knee as high as you can. Look forward or at the top of the mat. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, slowly release it down to the floor. Bring your both knees together and sit back onto your heels. Extend your arms forward. Take a child's pose. Relax your forehead down into the floor. So relax through that lower back. And through your chest. Maybe roll your forehead down on the floor from side to side. So relax in the back of the neck and the shoulders. Good, and on your next breath in, slowly come back into that tabletop position. Bring your hands under your shoulders, spread your fingers open, and knees as wide as the hips. We'll do the same on the other side. So tuck your toes under, find your balance, neutralize your lower back. As you inhale, kick your right leg back, left arm forward. Stabilize through this pose and stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, bring your elbow to your knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. 3 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more. And the last one. Pull it in and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach and drop your left hand down. Bend your right knee, 6 kicks to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hold that knee up, extend your left arm out, and see if you can grab your foot from the inside. Point the toe, maybe roll the left shoulder back. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, kick the right knee higher, look forward, open your chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, slowly release. Come back into that child's pose. This time, take a wide-legged child's pose. So open your knees as wide as the mat, untuck your toes, and sit back onto your heels. Maybe you can bring your forearms on top of each other, dropping your forehead down. Take a few deep breaths here, inhaling into the back of the ribs. And as you exhale, you relax in and lowering your chest to the floor. Deep inhale. And as you exhale, lower the chest down to the floor. And one more. Good, so here's the position at any point throughout the practice. You can come back to that pose if you feel tired or if you need to take a break. So extend your arms all the way to the front of the mat. Wherever your hands will land, spread your fingers open, tuck your toes under, and raise your hips up and back into your first down dog. So you want to have your feet hip bone distance apart, second toe facing forward. And then if your hamstrings are pretty tight, focus on trying to bring your spine straight and then maybe bending the knees. So if you still feel that you have that tightness in your hamstrings, just bend the knees. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. And then see how you feel here. Maybe walking your down dog out, so pressing your heels into the ground, and you can rotate from side to side, looking under your armpits. Okay, we'll just find out how this feels for you right now. And then slowly walking your hands closer towards your feet. Keep your feet hip bone distance. Grab the opposite elbows and just drop in here for a moment. Soften the knees. Relax your head. Move your head from side to side. Just hanging here as if you were hanging over a bar. Try to shift your body weight more towards your toes so you really feel that opening on the back of the thighs. Let's take 3 deep inhales here. As you exhale, just drop a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths. And the last one. And then slowly drop your hands. Walk your hands to the front of the mat and come into a plank with your toes together. Inhale where you are. If you want to take it really nice and slowly and gentle, you can always drop your knees to the ground and then lower down. Otherwise, keep your knees off the floor. Come into a cobra, and as you exhale, go into that down dog. From here, just walk your feet all the way to the front of the mat. Bring your toes and heels together. As you inhale, come up into half lift. Squeeze your shoulder blades together so your body is parallel to the floor. Option to bring your hands on top of your shins. As you exhale, forward fold, drop your head in, and inhale, rise up into standing. Good, so we're gonna do 5 sun salutations A, just to warm up into our flow. So inhale where you are. As you exhale, dive forward, drop your head in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back. Inhale in your plank and exhale, option to drop the knees, lower down into chaturanga. Inhale into cobra or up dog and exhale into your down dog. In your down dog, you're going to align yourself so feet hip on distance, second toes facing forward, and then squat a few times if you feel that you need to open up into the pose. Otherwise, find your downward facing dog, focus on your breathing. Eventually this pose will become a relaxing pose. If you feel any tension around the back of the neck or shoulders, I'd suggest for you to bend the elbows a little bit and then move the shoulders away from your ears. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, raise your heels off the floor, bend your knees, look forward, and see if you can take one big step to the front of the mat. Inhale into half lift, exhale forward fold, and inhale rise up into standing. We have 4 more sun salutations. Inhale where you are, exhale dive forward, inhale half lift, exhale step back. Inhale in your plank, exhale lower down chaturanga. Inhale maybe into your up dog this time, raising your knees off the floor. And as you exhale, you can roll over your toes into your down dog. Few breaths here. Try to really apply that internal breathing now. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling through the nose. On your next inhale, raise your heels off the floor, bend the knees, and step to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, look forward, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, and exhale. 3 more. Inhale where you are, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, maybe you can start jumping back if you want to. So bending the knees, raising your heels off the floor, jump into a plank. Inhale in your plank, exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. 3 deep breaths here. Keep pressing your heels down into the floor. Move your shoulders away from your ears. And keep raising your tailbone up. One more breath. On your next one, raise your heels off the floor, bend your knees, and see if you can maybe hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, come up into half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, and exhale where you are. 2 more. Inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step walk or jump back. Maybe into your chaturanga directly. Inhale, up dog, roll the shoulders away from your ears, and exhale into your down dog. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Raise your heels off the floor, step walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, half lift, exhale, forward fold, and inhale, rise up. And our last one, inhale where you are, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step walk or jump back. Inhale, up dog and tuck your toes. Exhale, down dog. Stay in your down dog for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Look forward, step walk or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale into your half lift. Exhale, forward fold, and inhale, rise up. Exhale, release your hands. Tuck your tailbone under. Zip your inner thighs together, and here, just close your eyes for a moment. Notice how you feel. You should feel a little bit warmed up and ready to flow now. And as you have your eyes closed, shift your body weight towards your toes and then shift them back towards your heels and towards your right foot and the left foot, and try to find the center of gravity, and then really feel it on all four corners of the feet. So you feel nice and stable and rooted to the ground. And you can slowly open your eyes. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, sweep your hands down, come into a chair, tucking your tailbone under, releasing your lower back, so make sure your lower back is nice and neutral. Bring your hands in front of your chest, roll the shoulders up and down. Hold your chair. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. As you exhale, forward fold, drop your head in. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step walk or jump back into your chaturanga maybe. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring your both toes together. On your next breath in, as you inhale, reach your right leg up. Allow that hip to open and bend the knee. So you're going to raise your knee as high up to the sky as you can. Pressing your left heel down, squaring off your shoulders here. We're going to do 3 circles with the right knee. 1, 2, and 3. Now change direction to the other side. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, pull the knee to your nose, round your upper back, and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Look forward, step forward with your right foot, dropping your left knee down. Come up into low lunge. Inhale, reach your arms up. Bring your palms together and bend the elbows. So drop your hands on the back of your neck, opening your chest through, lowering your hips. So your hips should be below the front knee, but they're squared to the front of the mat. So open through the chest, almost as if you were going into back bend. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and 1. As you inhale, extend your arms over your head and raise your back knee off the floor. So you're going to come up into high lunge. Take an inhale where you are, and as you exhale, come into your warrior 2. So front knee bends at 90, right arm goes up, left arm goes up. Make sure that they're in the same height and look towards your front middle finger. So everything is active here. Hold it for 3, for 2, and 1. Reach forward with your right arm and drop your forearm down, coming to side angle pose. Left arm comes over your head. Now for the beginners, you hold it here. If you want to take it a little bit further or deeper, drop your right hand down on the inside of the foot, or if you have a block and need a prop, or you want to use it today, feel free to use a prop. Left arm over your head. Keep pushing the outside edge of the left foot down to the floor, so left knee straight. Hold it here for 3, for 2, and 1. Drop your left hand down. We're going to twist. Raise your left heel off the floor and rotate. Open your right arm up towards the sky. Option to hold it here or wrap your right hand around your lower back and tuck it under. Push your left shoulder back. Hold. But don't stop breathing. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your right hand down. We're going to go through your vinyasa. So stepping back into a plank. Inhale where you are. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Look forward and step, walk or jump in between your hands. Directly into a chair. Inhale in your chair. Hold it here. This time your arms are going to be extended. Tuck the tailbone under. Neutralize your lower back. Shoulders away from your ears. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your head in. And inhale, rise up into standing. And exhale. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, come and sit into that chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, step, walk or jump back. Inhale into up dog. Exhale into down dog. Toes together.
We're going to do the same on the other side. As you inhale, raise your left leg up. Allow your left hip to open, but square your shoulders to the ground. Bend the left knee. Try to lower the right heel down to the floor. If you need to, maybe walk your hands closer towards your feet. 3 circles with your left knee. 1, 2, and 3. And to the other side. 1, 2, and 3. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, pull the knee to your nose and hold for 3, 2, and 1. Look forward, step forward with your left foot. Drop your right knee down. Come up into a low lunge. Raise your arms over your head. Connect the palms together and drop them on the back of your neck. Square your shoulders. So opening through the chest. This is almost like a back bend. So your hips are squared to the front. Keep pulling your elbows together and the back of your head rests on top of your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach your arms over your head. Raise your back knee off the floor, come up into high lunge. Take an inhale where you are, and as you exhale, drop the right heel down. Come up into warrior 2 on the other side. Both arms in the same line and keep them active. Front knee bends at 90 degrees. Keep your inner thighs active as well. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reach your left arm forward, drop your forearm down. Come up into side angle pose, right arm over your head, palm is facing down. Option to stay here or lower your left hand down to the floor or use a block if you want to. Try to bring your shoulders on top of each other. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your right hand down, raise your back heel off the floor and twist to rotate. So left arm reaches up. Keep your hips low, ideally below the front knee. You want to stay here or wrap your left hand around your waist and tuck your hand under. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your left hand down. Remove your block if you've used it. Step back, go through your flow. Inhale here. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. So you're going to stay in a downward facing dog or take a break in child's pose. Your choice. You can do a closed-legged child's pose and you can do a wide-legged child's pose where your knees are open as wide as the mat. Or you can just open up into down dog. When you're here, just send your hips from side to side, opening the back of the thighs. Coming to stillness, maybe close your eyes. Really feel the pose and make sure that you're not just hanging here. You know, especially if you have hypermobility and you're in the pose, it's so easy to go to the end range of the poses, but it's really bad for your joints. So you want to activate the muscles around the joints. You want to maybe soften the elbows, pull the shoulders away from your ears, and activate your back muscles as well. And notice the feeling once you apply those little changes. As you inhale, raise your heels off the floor. And as you exhale, lower them down. And we'll do that a few more times. Inhale, raise. Exhale, lower. 3 more. And the last one. This time you're going to open your feet as wide as the mat. Walk your hands a little bit closer. We're going to take a twisted down dog. So with your right hand, you're going to reach for your left ankle, pull your chest through and rotate, look under the armpit. So if you feel like you're too far away, release that hand, walk closer, and see if you can go into that twist. Or if it's too difficult, just bend the knees. You can also keep your knees soft, that's fine. Let's take 3 deep breaths here. Good. On an exhale, slowly release. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, twist to the opposite side. Make sure you keep your hips squared, so your hips will want to travel to one side, but make sure that they stay centered. Two more breaths here. And then slowly release your hands. Walk your hands all the way to the front of the mat. Bring your toes together. Inhale into a plank. Exhale, lower down into your chaturanga. Inhale into up dog. And exhale into down dog. We're going to move into the balancing poses. As you inhale, raise your right leg up. And as you exhale, you're just going to tap the toes down. 3 more times. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, tap. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. And the last one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull the knee to your chest. Step forward with your right foot. Shift your body weight forward and back first. Just finding your balance. We're going to go into Warrior 3. This is where you can use your blocks if you have them as well. So bringing your hands on top of your blocks, if you don't have the blocks, on the fingertips in front of the foot. Shift your body weight onto the front leg and raise your back leg off the floor. So if you have your blocks, you can plant them onto your blocks. And then just make sure that your hips are not opening out to the side. Square them to the ground. Look back at your left foot and make sure the toes are pointing down. And imagine you're kicking into a wall behind you. So whenever you can, find your balance. Maybe you're bending the standing knee and pulling your upper body parallel to the floor. Extend your arms next to your hips. So you're in the T position. Find your balance. Hold for 3. For 2. And 1. Drop your hands down and drop your left foot down. You're going to have a shorter stand in comparison to Warrior 3. So come up into standing, and you're going to square your hips off to the front of the mat. So square your hips, shift to the right a little bit, a few times. Bring your hands behind you, interlace your fingers, open through the chest. Inhale here, and as you exhale, lower halfway down. Keep pushing your right hip back so you feel this nice stretch and a length on the back of the right thigh. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, start to lower your head towards your knee. And if this is too challenging or difficult for the balance, you can always drop your hands down and then bring them, maybe grab the back of the ankle, pull your head towards your knee, or grab the back thigh, the back calf muscle. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing your hands down. Step back with your right foot. We're going to take a 3-legged vinyasa. If you've never done it, let's give it a go. Raise your left leg off the floor. Drop it down. Inhale into an up dog. So as long as you keep your left leg off the floor, exhale into a 3-legged down dog. And drop your leg down. Nice. You can take a break now in child's pose or stay in your down dog for 3 breaths. Relax your head, relax the back of the neck, maybe move your head from side to side. Okay, so let's do the same on the other side. As you inhale, raise your left leg up, allow the hip to open. As you exhale, just tap the toes down. Inhale, raise your left leg up. Exhale, tap. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, tap. And the last one. Exhale, pull the knee into your nose, look forward and try to take a big step to the front of the mat. Shift your body forward and back. Finding your balance on the left foot, we're going to take a warrior on the other side. Option to use your blocks if you have them as a stability support. Look back at your toes, they should be pointing down. Square of your hips, your both hips are facing down. Kick your right leg higher. And whenever you can, find your balance on the left leg. So maybe softening the knee and then extending your arms next to your body. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your hands down. Lower your right foot down so you have a closer stand. Back foot is at 45 degrees. You have heel to heel alignment. And come up into standing. Square your hips to the front a few times. This time you can just grab the shoulders behind your lower back. Maybe instead of interlacing your hands. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, lower your upper body down. Push your left hip back. Shoulder blades together. Few breaths here. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, start to lower your stomach, ribs, your chest, and your head towards your knee. Option to stay here if you want to interlace your arms and drop them over your head. Or if you want to come into the same stretch with it on the other side, lower your hands down, maybe grabbing your ankle or grabbing your back calf muscle. Shift your body weight onto the front leg and you will really feel the difference in the length of the hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands right next to the foot, and we're going to take 3-legged vinyasa on the other side. So stepping back with your right foot. Keep your left leg off the floor. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, 3-legged down dog. Nice. Now let's bring the knees down onto the floor. Let's take a break into child's pose. Sit back. This time you're going to lower your forehead down and bring your hands on the outside of the hips. So your chest can relax into the ground. Maybe releasing the side of your face down to the floor. Relax your shoulders and your elbows. Take a couple of deep breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly roll up into seated position. Bring your both knees in together and then tuck your toes under. We're going to open up into a camel here. So you're going to bring your left hand on the left heel. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, push your hips forward and reach your right arm over your head. Inhale, circle the hand down and switch your arms. Exhale, push your hips forward, open through the chest. And then you can slow it down. You can go much slower if you want to. You can hold the stretch if you feel like it. Okay, let's hold it on the left side. So imagine there's a wall in front of you. You want to bring your hips towards the wall. So hips over the knees. And then really activate your glutes and activate your abdominals so that you support the lower back. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release, switch to the other side. Push your hips forward, squeeze your glutes, activate your abdominals, and hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Come back into rounded spine so you can release that lower back. Shift your shoulders forward and back. And then send your hips back towards your glutes. Bring your hands onto your fingertips. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Push the ribs back. So release the tension from the lower back, maybe sending your hips from side to side. And then come into a neutral position, tuck your toes under, and we're gonna transfer onto a yogi squat. So you're gonna bring your feet wider than hip bone distance, and then roll the toes out. So bring your elbows on the inside of your knees and bring your palms together. And if your hips are quite open, you can go deeper. Lower your hands all the way down, so in front of your sternum. And just shift from side to side, so you're gently opening into the pose, deeper into the pose. Once you feel comfortable where you are, see if you can open your arms out, but just make sure you don't collapse in this way, so that you really open through the chest. Push your elbows out. You're gonna feel it on your inner thighs. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your hands down and extend your left leg out. We're going to lower the right shoulder down in front of the knee, open it out to the side. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, take a twist, rotate to your left. Inhale, lower, exhale, twist. 3 more. 2 more. And the last one. And then you either hold it here or internally rotate your shoulders and come into a bind on your right side. So you want to look over the left shoulder. If you have tight ankles, this could be a challenge. Or if you have tight hips, this could be a challenge as well. There's always an option to use a block and maybe sit on top of the block. Okay, so that gives you a little bit more support. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly releasing your hands and just shift to the other side. Few times, shifting from right to left. Try to stay low to the ground. Good, and let's shift to the opposite side. So extend your right leg out. Drop your left shoulder down, bring your left arm out, extend it. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, twist. And 3 more. 2 more. And the last one. Either hold it here if it feels good enough for you, if you want to go into the bind, internally rotate your shoulders and then find your grip behind your lower back. Keep your right foot active and flexed. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice one. And release, so walk it over from side to side again. See if you can maybe do this without using your arms. So stay strong through the hips. Good. And come and sit down onto the floor, bringing your both legs to the front of the mat. Move your bum out of the way, and you want to tilt your hips forward, so raising your tailbone off the floor. Flex your feet and inhale, reach your arms over your head. As you exhale, drop your arms in front of your shoulders. This is called a zombie stretch. So you're gonna reach forward as far out as you can and see if you can grab maybe your toes, your feet, the outside edges of your feet, or your ankles, whatever you can reach, and pull yourself down. So think about lengthening from the waist forward. So lengthen from the waist, bring your stomach down first, then ribs, then chest. And wherever you are, for those of you who are pretty flexible, you can bring a block at the end of your feet and grab a block, or maybe 2, just to take it deeper. Try to think about lowering the elbows down to the floor and looking at your big toes. Let's take 5 deep breaths here. Every time when you inhale, you lengthen. Every time when you exhale, you lower and you go deeper into the pose. And slowly release, roll up into seated position. Let's take a twist,
Bring your right foot over your left elbow wraps around your right knee. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, drop your right hand down and twist to your right. 3 more breaths here. Nice, return back to the center. And then you're gonna grab the outside edge of the right foot with your left hand. Raise your heel off the floor. Inhale where you are. Exhale, twist. So you're gonna kick that right leg out and twist to your right. Inhale where you are. Exhale, twist. And 3 more. 2 more. And the last one, we're going to try to hold that twist. So look behind your right shoulder, flex your left foot as well, and see if you can lean back onto your sitting bones, and maybe raising your left leg off the floor, finding your balance here. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower your left leg down and lower your right leg down. Good. We'll do the same on the other side. Left foot over your right. It's a little bit of a challenge there. Staying in the twist, you want to keep your right foot active so it's flexed. Right elbow wraps around. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, drop the hand behind your lower back, but you want to make sure that there isn't too much space. So that left hand is directly below your lower back. Inhale where you are, and as you exhale, twist. You can also bring elbow on the outside of the knee. 2 more breaths here. And then slowly release, look towards the front of the mat. Grab the outside edge of the foot with your right hand. So it's the left leg, right hand. Inhale where you are here. So bring your hands together. As you exhale, kick that leg away and twist. Inhale, exhale, twist. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, twist. And 2 more. And the last one. Hold it here again. We're going to try to find that balance here. So lean back onto your sitting bones and see if you can raise your right leg off the floor. Keep rotating, keep looking left towards your left shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower both legs down. Good. We're going to take a butterfly stretch now. So bring both soles of your feet together. Interlace your hands, wrap them around your feet. And first, we're going to try to do it with our spine straight. So just open the knees out to the side. Try to touch your thighs to the ground. Good. And come into stillness, roll the shoulders back. So there's no tension in the back of the neck. And just pulling the chest down towards your feet. Try not to round here. And just lengthen, keep lengthening, keep pulling through the center of the chest. Keep looking forward, maybe to the front of the mat. Maybe if your elbows will reach the shins, push them. Push the elbows into your shins and pull yourself forward. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and see if you can flex forward now and maybe drop your forehead down to the ground. Take a few deep breaths here. Slowly roll up into seated position. Pull your both knees in together. Make sure you have space behind you. And then round your spine, we're just gonna rock forward and back, massaging your whole spine. And we're going to do 1 inversion. So roll all the way down. Now this is your option. If you practice handstands, you guys can go into your inversions. If you just want to do shoulder stand with me today, then I'll just guide you through it. So you want to raise your hips off the floor and support your hips here. So make sure you bring your hands under your lower back. Roll the elbows in. So walk your elbows as close to each other as possible. Support your lower back and start to raise your legs up
towards the ceiling. Make sure that your legs are strong, that they're not relaxed. Strong and active. Point or flex your feet, that's your choice. In this pose, you should not really be looking left or right. So look through the instructions and then try it out for yourself. And hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly start to lower your legs behind your head. If you've never done this before, just be careful. Support your lower back. If you've done this before, you know where you go and you know how it feels. Maybe releasing your hands, interlacing them behind your lower back, and kick your heels away from you. It's a lovely opening for the lower back. And you can come into an ear pressure pose, so lowering your knees down towards your ears and then wrapping your arms around maybe. Just be gentle here again. This depends on how you feel. 3 breaths here. And then slowly, slowly, with control, support your lower back. Roll out of the pose. You want to keep your thighs close to your chest. Use your abdominals to come out of the pose. Bring your legs into tabletop position. Bring your arms on the outside. And we're going to take a twist, which is going to be your last pose before we go into your Shavasana. So inhale where you are, and as you exhale, drop your knees to your right. Let's go a little bit deeper into the twist here, just opening up. So with your left hand, you're going to do 3 circles. As you inhale, reach your arm over your chest. As you exhale, circle back. And then 3 more. 2 more. And your last one. Nice. Take a deep inhale where you are. And exhale, try to push that left shoulder down to the ground and maybe bringing your right hand on top of your knees. So find that spinal twist. 1 more breath. Good, and slowly release your hand. Use your abdominals to lift your knees off the floor and center your hips. From here, inhale in the center, and as you exhale, drop your knees to the opposite side. So 3 circles with your right hand. Inhale, reach your arm over your chest. Exhale, circle back. Reaching that shoulder back towards the floor. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, circle back. And the last one. Stay in your twist. 2 breaths here. You can close your eyes. Just trying to relax the right shoulder into the ground. Good, and slowly release your left hand. Use the abdominals to pull the knees up and pull them in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around, compress, raise your shoulders and your head off the floor, and just maybe rock from side to side here. If there are any other poses you wish to take, guys, feel free to do it. Especially for those of you who practice yoga. So you know what else you want to open up or how you want to finish. Otherwise, come into your last pose, which is your Shavasana. So Shavasana is you're just going to lay down on the floor. If you have your blocks and you would like to prop either your knees, I like to always prop my knees so the knees are a little bit more elevated. Allow the knees to roll out to the outside. And then raise your hips off the floor. Lengthen your lower back and place them back down. Raise your shoulders off the floor and place them back down. Bring your hands on the outside of the hips and palms are facing up. Gentle close your eyes. Relax your whole body into the floor. This pose is as important as the whole practice as any other pose. Just come into a complete stillness and silence where nothing moves apart from your breath traveling in and out of your body.
And notice the natural rise and fall of your chest. Notice what naturally happens without you having to do anything. And now slowly bring your awareness back to your breath. We're going to close the practice by taking 3 deep, long inhales and exhales together. So you're going to inhale into your heart center, allow your chest to rise. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through your mouth. 2 more breaths like this. Deep breath in, inhale. And exhale. And the last one, deep long breath in, inhale. And exhale. Now slowly start to move your toes and your fingers. Pointing the toes, maybe reaching your arms over your head if you want to come into a nice long stretch. Walking your heels in together. And then stretch from side to side. Pull the knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice hug. And then when you're ready, roll up into seated position. Into any seated position of your choice. It'll be the same one as you started with. Bring your hands on top of your knees. And close your eyes for a moment. Come into stillness. And just notice how you feel physically, how you feel mentally, and maybe reconnect back to your intention. And then you can slowly bring your palms together and open your eyes. Namaste, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me today for this Vinyasa flow. I hope you guys enjoyed it and you also found it a little bit challenging, which is always very good. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next class. Thank you.